Manchester United begin our Premier League Summer Series campaign with a game against West Ham United this weekend. The fixture at the MetLife Stadium in New Jersey takes place on Saturday night in the United States, kicking off at 12 a.m. on Sunday morning in the UK. Our meeting at the MetLife Stadium comes as the first of 3 Premier League Summer Series games we'll play in the US, following a goalless friendly draw with rivals Leeds United in Sweden last Saturday as we warm up for the season ahead. After the curtain raiser in the States, we take on Bournemouth and Everton in Chicago and Atlanta respectively to decide who brings the preseason crown back to England. The Reds are one of 4 clubs competing in the competition, along with our first opponents West Ham, plus Everton and Bournemouth. Each team will play each other once, the games scheduled as double headers on the same day in the same venue, beginning at the MetLife before moving on to Soldier Field in Chicago and closing at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. As with the regular Premier League season, each team will be awarded 3 points for a win and 1 point for a draw. The side with the most points at the end of the 3 games will win the series. There is to be no extra time or penalty shootouts in the games. If 2 or more sides end on the same points, the competition winner will be decided by goal difference, then goals scored, and if they still cannot be separated at that stage, it will come down to head-to-head performance. Ruben Amorim's men trained in front of the press in Chicago, and it was clear Andre Onana, Lisandro Martinez, and Joshua Zirkzee were away from the main group, working on their individual programs. Center-back Harry Maguire has now joined the squad and could be available to feature against the Hammers after training with the squad. The boss hinted Matheus Cunha has the ability to play in different positions and spoke about his 3 new recruits, with Brian Mbeumo and Diego Leon also in line to play. For Mbeumo, it would be his maiden appearance. Diego is a different situation as he is a potential player, but with Brian and Matthias, we are clearly a better team. It's really important to sign new players as soon as possible. I'm really pleased because Cunha and Mbeumo are proven already in the Premier League. Matthias, for example, can play in different positions, so you have more mobility to change the starting 11. I'm really pleased. As regards playing in attack, he added, they can play as a striker. We have Josh Zirkzee, we have Rasmus Højlund. Our focus is to improve the connection between them. I don't know if the number position is there for them, they have to work. They have other players fighting for the position, but again, I'm really pleased. They are really humble, that's really important, and the best thing is they chose to be here. They had Champions League options, but they chose to be here, and that is a key point for me. Ruben also said Bruno is likely to start in a deeper role in midfield this term, although it can change during games. He can play in front also, so we'll see. Amorim added. The clash with Graham Potter's side follows the opener between Everton and Bournemouth, the other 2 teams competing in the tournament. Ruben Amorim is set to change approach as Manchester United against West Ham at New Jersey's MetLife Stadium. In our opening game of the summer, a 0-0 draw with Leeds United in Stockholm, Ruben substituted the entire lineup at halftime, with the players still building match fitness, having returned to Carrington earlier in July. This time fans can expect something different. We are going to give more time to the starting 11, Ruben told club media, discussing how Toure has gone so far after training at Soldier Field in Chicago. We are going to make changes during the second half, but we need to give more time to have that impact in the players. It's important for them to have more time to feel the game, but it's not a decision about who's the best starting 11 to start against Arsenal. We are going to see things. But of course, we need to give more time because it's not the same to play for just 45. We need to increase the time. While the players are still getting up to full match sharpness, it's been noted by many that the squad is looking noticeably fit and lean, and has done from day one. That is really important, Amorim reflected. When you play in the best league in the world, one of the best clubs in the world, that is the minimum that you have to do. You have to be in perfect condition. Then, there's a good thing called competition between them because they know that there is no European games. It's going to be 1 week preparing for 1 game. You can just put 11 to start, and that is really important in any club, especially in the big club. Last term didn't pan out quite as the Hammers would have hoped at the beginning of the season. They began the campaign with Julen Lopetegui in the dugout before opting to swap the Basque coach with Graham Potter in January. The latter is heading into his first full season as West Ham's boss, so will want to make the best possible start to his preparations against us in New Jersey. But there's plenty on the line for the Reds, too. The Hammers proved thorny opposition in 2024-25, administering defeat in Erik ten Hag's final game in charge, before repeating the trick in May against Ruben Amorim's side. The MetLife Stadium therefore provides the perfect stage to exact some early revenge as we prepare for the dawn of the new season. West Ham have recruited fullback Kyle Walker-Peters and forward Daniel Cummings after their contracts expired at Southampton and Celtic respectively. either side of signing Senegal left-back El Hadji Malick Diouf, who was a key player for Czech champion Slavia Prague last season. They have also made defender Jean-Claire Todibo's loan move from French side Nice permanent, after the centre-back made 27 Premier League appearances for the club in 2024-25. As for the Reds, we announced the addition of Brian Mbeumo from Brentford on Monday, and the former Bees talisman could make his maiden outing for United in New Jersey, having been included in the tour squad. Fellow new boys Matheus Cunha from Wolves and Diego Leon from Cerro Porteño are also in Amorim's group, having both represented the Reds for the first time in our preseason opener against Leeds, so we could get a second look at them in this one. The MetLife Stadium, home to the New York Giants and the New York Jets, is now familiar turf for the Reds. We last turned out at the venue in 2023, when it hosted the Reds' third game of our preseason tour that year, facing Arsenal in a 2-0 win. Bruno Fernandes had only recently been assigned captain when that meeting with the Gunners occurred, and he marked the occasion with a goal, before being joined on the scoresheet by Jadon Sancho. The stadium has been one of the venues for this summer's Club World Cup and is set to host the 2026 World Cup final next year. Enjoy the rest of the training.